basketball fans, and welcome to New Ipswich, Mascenic Regional High School, home of the Vikings. Making the noise here. It is the second round of the Division III tournament. My name's Pete Carrier. I got Jen Chick on the other side of the camera, and we got a matchup here. The number 6 in Vikings, 14-4, going against the number 11 Golden Tornadoes of Franklin, coming in with a record of 11-7. We'll have all the highlights, all the play-by-play, all the post-game reaction. Winner of this one moving on to the quarterfinal round. It is Franklin, it is Mascenic, and it's coming to you on nhsportspage.com.
Joining the 25 senior Bruce Carey. And the Vikings number 20.
Sophomore, and now 3-ball on the way, Rowdyola, no good, but the rebound, Brett Stoffenecker, almost got knocked away, but he gets it ahead. Damon Gibson takes the jumper and hits from 3, and Mascenic is on top 3-0 about 30 seconds in. Gets it up top to Corey Nelson, back to Torres, now back to Nelson. They swing it on the right-hand side to Matt Hennessy. Torres fires a 3, looking for the tie. Offensive rebound, Carey underneath, and the tip by Bean is up and in. It's 3-2. Bruce Carey got an offensive rebound, but then Bean followed him up and scored the first 2 for the Golden Tornadoes. Rowdyola takes another 3, and just like that, a second 3 from Mascenic. Rowdyola hits one, and it's 6-2. Lost it. Might have been deflected by Gibson, so he's able to retain possession. Right-hand side, Torres stepped inside the arc, now finds Nelson top of the 3. Right side, Torres. Torres, he'll take the 3. Shoots it right in the face of the defender, Rowdyola, and a 3-point basket by Torres. We're tied at 6. Back the other way. Brett Stoffenecker at the free throw line, buries it. The sophomore is on the board. It's 8-6 Mascenic. Still holding it. Gets it into his brother Brett. Brett on the drive, blocked. Nice job by Hennessy. Coming down with it was Nelson. Nelson picked up his dribble, almost walked. They find Carey, left baseline jumper is good from about 10 feet away. They're tied at 8. There's minute 23 left in the quarter. They go up high to Bean. He catches it, but a steal. Here comes Stoffenecker. Attacking, lays it in. Jared Stoffenecker's first 2 of the game. It's 10-8. Mascenic on top by 2. Coming up on the final minute here in the first quarter. Torres got it to Geddes. Geddes has it on the left-hand side, got it by Brett Stoffenecker. Geddes tries to drive, baseline, to the basket. Nice move by Jacob Geddes. We got a 1-point game, 15-14 to his brother. Now left-hand side, Rowdyola. Rowdyola lost it, but it bounced to Gibson. Gibson down the lane, scoops it up. Count it and the foul. Damon Gibson makes it 17-14, a chance for a 3-point play. 17-16 the score, 2:35 left to go first half. Jared Stoffenecker on the drive, drops it in. Good take by Jared, ups the lead to 3, 19-16 Mascenic on top. 2:25 left in the first half. Throws it to his brother on the left, Brett Stoffenecker. Now Gibson, right corner, Jared for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Hennessy. Steal by Jared Stoffenecker. Falling down, puts it up and in. Jared Stoffenecker, his 3rd basket. He's got 6 points. 21-16 the lead is 5 for Mascenic. Minute 35 left in the half. Second half underway. Mascenic with the basketball and a 4-point lead on Franklin. And right off the bat, going right to the hole, Roman Ojala. And he scores, making a 6-point game, 24-18. That 1-3-1 pressure right off the bat. A turnover as Mascenic will get it back. Off the mark. Rebound Bean. Torres, nice catch. Passes it to Bean. Spins in the lane. Soft finish. Dana Bean. 24-20. They didn't have that for the final almost 6 minutes of the first half when he picked up his third foul. Left baseline, the pass, picked off Carey. Carey taking it all the way in, lays it up and in with the left hand. He had Nelson with him, but elected to take it himself, and I think it was a wise choice. 2-point game, 24-22. Ojala tapped it. Stoffanecker went to get it. Franklin fans think it was over and back, but it wasn't. Stoffanecker pulls up from the free throw line and gets it to bounce in. 26-22. Jared Stoffanecker gets his team back up by 4. Hennessy pulled down the rebound. Up to Geddes, right side. Geddes pulls up, baseline jumper, short. Rebound, fought for, and picked up by Raudiola. Jared Stoffanecker attacking, pulls up at the free throw line. Good! And the foul! Torres can't believe it. But Stoffanecker to the line, trying to finish a three-point play. Free throws and a three-point play. And the lead is 8, 32-24. Underneath, Bean, nice feed from Geddes. 32-26, Stoffanecker. He can't get to it everywhere in the gym. Ojala gets it in to Jared Stoffanecker. They go on the low block. Gibson turns, fires, hits. That's a good-looking sophomore, Damon Gibson. 34-26, the lead 8 again for Mascenic. Carey whips it in to Geddes. A steal, Jared Stoffanecker. To the hole, lays it in. Jared Stoffanecker gets his team up by a dozen. 38-26, 2.5 left in the third. Hennessy breaks through the pressure. Carey now attacking the rack, scores. Lefty, nice move, Bruce Carey. He's a good-looking player, and it's on him right now with both Martinez and Bean down with 4 fouls. Minute and a half to go. 3 ball, Raudiola, no, goes to Stoffanecker, to the basket. Jared Stoffanecker not concentrating on the long balls. He's going to the hoop. 41-28. Minute. Hennessy to Torres, now to Carey. Carey swings it back to Torres. They go down to Bean, knocked away. Stoffanecker picks up, he's attacking. To the basket, score! Contact but no foul. Jared Stoffanecker has it up to an 18-point lead. Carey takes the long jumper and connects on 3. 46-31, Bruce Carey. Back the other way, missed the shot. Bean gets the deep rebound. Gibson comes up behind him, Bean turns around. 16-footer knocks it down. Back-to-back hoops. Down to 13, it was 18. 5:25 left to play. 5, and a steal by Hennessy. Finds Martinez. Goes to Hennessy. Hennessy ball fake on the drive. Nice take by Hennessy. Good looking move by the sophomore, Matt Hennessy. Timeout on the floor, the lead's down to 11. Left hand side, Gibson. Left corner, Ojala thought about it, now Gibson has it. 3 minutes to go. On the drive, wearing in right corner, Brett Stoffanecker. Stoffanecker down the lane, goes up, banker over Bean. Brett Stoffanecker breaks the run by Franklin. It's 48-35, 13-point lead left. Jared Stoffanecker will throw it in. Into Ojala, now to Stoffanecker. He passes it, almost picked off, but easy 2 for Warren. Gibson tipped it to him. But that was luck right there from Mascenic, but they'll take it. They're up 15 again, 2 minutes left. Out to Geddes, cross court. Torres now to Bean, he'll drive, reverse layup. Pretty move by the big man. 50-37, minute 35 left to go. With the return of Bean and Torres. Hit them both, 50-39. Stoffenecker right through the defense to the basket. Like a hot knife through butter, Jared Stoffenecker. It's 52-39, final minute. He's got another. This is very likely the last home game of the career for Jared Stoffenecker here at Mascenic. Mascenic wins it 54-44 over Franklin, moving on to the quarterfinals of the Division III tournament. Pete Terrier along with Jen Chick on the other side of the camera, and some of the guys that helped the cause for the Vikings tonight. We got Jared Stoffenecker on my right, Damon Gibson, the sophomore, on my left, and way down at the end, Roman Ojala, who said, if I'm going to do this interview on video, I want to look my best, so I'm impressed with the way you look. But I'll start with you, Jared. I've been waiting to see you for a couple of years, ever since that 57-point outburst you had against Monadnock, and the name Jared Stoffenecker became, normal talk on our radio show and on nasportspage.com. My first time to see you, and you didn't disappoint me tonight. You and your teammates, very impressive win against Franklin. It was closer than it seemed. You guys opened it up to about 18 in the fourth quarter. They made a run. You end up winning by 10. But to me, about your game tonight, you didn't have the outside shot falling, so you decided to take the ball to the basket, and it paid dividends because you ended up going to the line 13 times. You hit 12 of those on your way to a 30-point night. And I thought when your team really needed a lift, especially in that third quarter, you stepped up and did what a senior, I guess, is supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the leader of this team. I've been here for 4 years now on varsity, and in the first half, I couldn't get my shot falling. So the second half, I really looked to take over and get to the hoop, and it paid dividends in the end. So. And
even when you weren't going to the hoop, you got fouled twice, taking three-pointers, and you hit all three free throws both times. So that was nice too.
Yeah, I mean, it felt good to get to the line, knock down all my shots. It hasn't been that way all this year, so it felt nice to finally come through in the end in the playoffs.
Let's talk to the sophomore over here, Damon. I thought you had a good start and kind of got your team off on the right foot when it wasn't going down for him and some of the other guys were struggling offensively. But I thought you were really composed out there for a young player. And at this point in the season, they're not sophomores anymore. They say they're not freshmen anymore, but you must feel pretty confident right about now.
Well, yeah, Coach has been doing a good job with me. I mean, last year as a freshman, but most of the nerves got out, so pretty used to it now, I guess. So.
And this atmosphere here is pretty cool. I mean, Roman, you're one of the seniors on the team. You've been around, and your family name is synonymous. A really good golf player as well, I'm told. I see the banners on the wall. You and your sister, I assume. What is it about this community that loves basketball so much? I mean, it's about a half hour after the game, and half the crowd is still out here shooting jumpers and things like that. They love their basketball here.
Yeah, it's been a few years since we've had a good team, a top 10 team. So they're really excited this year. They've been good all year for us. Really good at home. We're undefeated at home this season, so I think that speaks to how good our crowd is, and they keep us pumped up out there.
You look at your roster, and you're one of the only big guys on the roster. You got 6'1", you're 6 foot tall, whatever. You're going against Dana Bean tonight, 6'6", 6'7", and a big guy. How do you go out there as an undersized big man and take on a big guy like that? You got him in foul trouble.
Yeah, you can't do it alone, obviously. The weak side guys help a lot. You just gotta, get in front of him and play bigger than you are, I guess.
I'll ask you this last one, Jared. We'll let you go and celebrate with these guys. You're moving on. You got Conant. You got to go out to Jaffrey. You showed earlier this year you can play with those guys. You can beat them. Your thoughts on going into that game at the Pratt? It's going to be a heck of an atmosphere. I wish I could be there for that one, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun. Every time we play them, it's a huge crowd. It's packed. It's a small gym, so it's loud in there. And, I feel like this one's going to be even bigger. So we got to go out and we got to play our game and hopefully come out on top and head to SNHU. That's
Jay Stoffy, Jared Stoffenecker over here, Damon Gibson, and Roman Ojala. It is Mascenic improving to 15-4, 54-44 the final against Franklin. Coach of the Mascenic Vikings, Jason Starr, with us here. And Coach, congratulations on the win against Franklin. It wasn't easy. The whistles were blowing left and right. There was foul trouble, especially on their team, but you guys got it out a win, and I thought, really in the second half is where you kind of made your move and created a little distance.
Yeah, we created a little space there in the third quarter. picked up the tempo a little bit. They were trying to really kind of slow us down there, I think, in the first. And, we really picked it up in the third quarter, played really hard, played some good defense, led to some easy baskets on offense for us, so that was good.
I thought the 1-3-1 gave them problems. The first couple possessions against it, they turned it over. You guys were able to convert. They just had problems figuring that out. And then I think the foul trouble hurt them.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the big kid there is a good player. He's a really good player. He's a junior. He's going to be back next year. He's a good player. And, I think the 1-3-1 did give them a little bit of fits. They turned the ball over a few times. And we've been saying it all year long that our defense is going to lead to easy baskets in our offense. So that's what we try to do is pick it up on defense and hope to get some easy baskets on offense. So
I was telling Jared that I've been waiting for a couple of years to finally get a chance to see him in person, and he didn't disappoint me tonight, although it wasn't the three-point barrage I was expecting and maybe even hoping for. He was taking the ball to the basket. He scored 30 points. He didn't have one three-pointer in the game that he made. Got to the line 13 times, 23 of those points in the second half. He just did what star players are supposed to do in games like this.
Exactly. He carried us in that second half. He kind of put us on his shoulders a little bit, and he was money from the line, which was huge for us here tonight. He's a great player, senior, real good leadership he's had all season long, and like you said, he really showed it tonight. And I'm glad you were able to come and watch him play.
Now you guys got Conant on Saturday night in the quarterfinals. You got to go to the Pratt. Yep. Not a far trip for you. You can play with them. Your initial thoughts on that matchup?
Our guys are pretty familiar to go over there. We play in the summer there. We're pretty familiar with their personnel. They're pretty familiar with our personnel. We've had some real battles with them, so we're really looking forward to it. It should be fun on Saturday night. So
when you look around this gym and you look up at this banner, where is it? Right there. Class M state champs 1999. You were on that team along with Chris Alex, and it's been a while, as some of the guys were talking about, that Mascenic has been a top echelon team, in your league. That must feel extra special for you because you were obviously on that last championship team.
Yeah, it does. I think we've brought, and I think Jared has a lot to do with it. He's brought a culture here, along with a lot of our other players, a culture here of winning and playing hard and what it takes to win. And, I think we've done a good job of that this year. And yeah, it's nice to be here and nice to coach here and see a lot of familiar faces in the stands. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Well, it was a lot of fun. I just want to say thanks. You guys, Mascenic Basketball, stepped up as a supporter of the website. We really appreciate it. I mean, we love coming out here and covering it. We cover a lot of games all over the state, and I like checking them off as I go and say, that one is off my bucket list. So thank you so much for the support, and good luck on Saturday.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.